wasn't even going to say nothing. I wasn't even going to say nothing about her, y'all. You know, after experiencing 2 great losses back to back like that, you would think that you would, just be quiet for a minute. Let things kind of get back to normal, or at least when you resurface that you have some level of decorum, grace, respect, any of those things, right? But no, she chooses to resurface and spit venom on the deceased family. Irregardless of how you feel about her other family members, out of respect for her, the deceased, you would think you would just tone that down or don't speak ill on them. I don't understand her logic. And all the people that are so-called in her circle or cape for her or put batteries in her back, you are not her friends. You are not her real friends. Because if you were, you would tell her, hey, that's not a good look. Maybe you should, let things settle before you start talking, That's what real friends do. Real friends will tell you that, you know what, you need to fall back. That's not, I don't think that's appropriate, okay? But no, your battery in the back people will keep on putting that battery in your back. So much so that they would say, put me on live while you at the service. Put me on video so I can see what's going on at the service. You think that was respectful? You think that was appropriate? Nah. It's almost like they was a reporter on location getting the scoop. You're her family member. And you chose to attend her service, her homegoing, and put somebody on FaceTime while it was going on. To me, that's just, that's a little bit concerning. That's a little bit disturbing, to say the least. Instead of you coming on your live and saying something like, I regret that I said the things that I said to my niece over the past couple of years. Instead of you saying something like that, instead of you saying like, we need to think twice before we start to talk bad to one another. Instead of you saying something like that, you chose to come on your live and basically dog out a side of her family. Which, why are you coming to tell us about it? We don't matter in the big scheme of things. We, the public, we don't matter. We don't matter when it comes to that. Your beef with your family or the other side of her family should remain within the family. You know, and that's why the uncle went off the way he did, because you couldn't keep nothing in the family. You told us about how her mother was a promiscuous teenager. You talk so bad about Kiki. You even said the words, "I wish she was." No. What did you say? You said, "She is to me." See how that turned out, right? You shouldn't put stuff in the atmosphere like that. That's some bad venom that you put in the atmosphere. And instead of taking some accountability of how you talked about her in the living, you came on live and disparaged a part of her family. What sense does that make? You're basically still disrespecting her. And here's the thing. And then you come on with the raindrop t-shirt, like first of all, who are the raindrops? I don't know. Okay. And it's still, you in your whole life, it was still some venom towards Melody. It's like she rents permanent space in your head. That woman probably didn't show up because she knew her presence would be a distraction. And I think she chose to steer clear of that. You know, it would have been something. It would have been something had she shown up. You know, so it would have been some negative energy. And furthermore, the uncle said he wanted everybody on the cast to stay away, right? She the only one that respected his wishes. You know, but aside from that, I think she chose not to attend out of respect for the family. She didn't want to be a distraction. I can't speak for her. This is just my opinion, you know. And you never know what she did behind the wall, behind the curtains, you know. We don't know, right? But yet somehow you felt the need to mention that she didn't come. Technically, you weren't supposed to be there either. You weren't invited. No. That was Kiki's family. I think she did the right thing by choosing not to be a distraction. And if she did something behind the tables, we would never know. You probably don't know. For all we know, she could have paid for the whole funeral service. We don't know. You don't know. But every negative thing that I've ever heard about Kiki came out of her aunt's mouth. The one who's showing this obituary of her in the picture. Did y'all see me right there? I was right there. I'm right there. But yet, over the last 2 years, you've been spending venom on that woman's name. And whatever she did on the show that went against Tisha, it was, yeah, maybe she did have some problems in her marriage. That's all the woman said. You know, prior to being on this show, she said something, a 15-second clip of her saying something, caused all this, oh, she's against the family and all this. Y'all put 100 on that 5 of what she said on that show. And that was so egregious that everybody had to go against her. That wasn't nothing. That wasn't nothing. That wasn't nothing. Y'all. Everything that woman said was pitiful, in my opinion. I don't know. With families like that, who needs enemies, right? Who needs enemies with family like that? It's your girl, Clicks to the Views. I'm out.